Hello everyone and welcome to my IGTV. I'm Angie and this is the beginning of a series I'd like to call Get the Look, where I am going to try to get the look of a celebrity that caught my eye. To kick this series off, earlier this week, Priyanka Chopra-Jonas was spotted attending the Dior Haute Couture Fashion Show in Paris, and she was wearing this beautiful, long, flowy maxi dress. And what I loved about this look is the minimalistic hair and makeup that she paired it with. She did mention it was a very hot day in Paris. I think this look was just so appropriate for that. It was chic enough to wear to the fashion show with this dress, but at the same time, I can see this look translate so well into an everyday kind of look that we could all wear. Or if you're even wearing something formal and you want to strike a good balance between casual and formal, then this is a great look to do. But to do something different, I'm not gonna delve into the makeup part of it. My favorite part here was her hairstyle. So that's what I want to focus on today. As you can see, I already tried to do the makeup that Priyanka had on. She just had hardly any eyeshadow. Just really the focus was a simple winged eyeliner. A lot of contouring. She did mostly browns, hardly any blush. So mostly contouring. And of course her signature full lips in just a very nice neutral mauve color. And with that, let's try to get the look. The great thing about today's tutorial is I'm not going to be using any heating tools. That means you can do this hairstyle almost anywhere. So to start with, I'm grabbing this tail comb and just pulling out a little bit of the front section. I'm gonna start to back comb that a little bit, right? And I'm not gonna spray that down just yet. Oh yeah, so I'm just gonna back comb this. Maybe two sections are fine, because you just want some volume here. She had a lot of volume here in the crown. Of course, they did use heating tools in hers because you can see some waves and curls. But I thought just to make it more wearable and easy, I'm not gonna use any heating tools. And maybe just a little bit on the sides as well. We're just gonna back comb this just to give some volume there. And finally over here. Just a little bit. Give us something to work with. Okay, this flattened right away. Okay, we just want to create like a messy look in the front by back combing it. And now to give the hair a little bit of texture and manageability when we style it and pull it together, I'm using a light hold hairspray. I'm just spritzing super lightly. Just a little bit here and there. Just like that. To kind of hold the back combing together and make it easier for us to mold it to the shape we want. Now without the comb, I'm just going to use my fingers and start grabbing here near the ear so loosely, so that what the back combing does is it gives us kind of messy crown that we can work with, right? So I'm just kind of pulling it back like this. And what I could tell from her hairstyle was that it was a little higher on the top here. So I'm going to start pulling up to create that volume. And it was pulled, tucked in from the sides, but looser and messier from the crown. So over here, I'm just pulling a little bit more with my fingers. And that's good. Whenever you're happy with the height and how messy it is, if it's too messy, don't worry, because you can always clean it up with a strong hold hairspray later on, those strands that are sticking out. So essentially what we're trying to do is create a half pony by grabbing the hair, just finger combing it back. So it's up to you how much hair you want. So when we get to the crown here, that's when I kind of want to start pulling the hair up, making it a little more loose. Just like that. I think I'm happy now with the height and all. So since I'm happy with this, how messy it is, I'm happy with the height, I'm going to grab the hair and kind of start twisting it. My hair. Over there. And if you can see Priyanka's, it was actually quite messy at the back. As she was walking out the hotel, if I'm not mistaken, the hairpins were scene, which is what I loved about it. It was just rough, and that's what makes it so wearable. To hold this in place, I'm gonna grab a hairpin. I'm trying to use one hairpin like this, and then I'm gonna stick the other one like this. So basically they're crossed, and that gives you a better hold. So I'm not just going on one direction doing all the pins. I'm actually going from one direction over here, and then I'm gonna do the second hairpin over here, and just keep going as I go along. So this is only 2 hairpins, and you can see it's already held the hair in place. But to give it a stronger hold, I'm gonna add a little bit more hairpins. Hairpins are seen, really don't worry so much about it. This look, it's like polished but not so polished, so it's kind of messy and chic at the same time. So there's mess at the top, there's some height. If you want to add more height, you can keep pulling on your hair. You can anyway make it a little neater later with stronger hold hairspray. That's it. So the back combing we did initially really helps to give the hair some texture for us to work with, and it's easier to pull out, you know. Okay, so now with the rest of the hair, it was just basically a bun. Let me show you a photo of how they did the back. It was so awesome because like there's a tail sticking out of the bun. They didn't try to tuck it neatly. They just kept it like that. And we're gonna do the same. And so basically what we're gonna do is grab the rest of the hair in a pony. So very low ponytail. Just gonna tie that twice. And now what I'm gonna do is take my pony, my bun, and kind of just I'm gonna finish this off with a spritz of my strong hold hairspray, and because I'm happy with how it is. What I was mentioning earlier was that if you have some strands which are super sticking out, you can always fix that with a spritz of strong hold hairspray. So just spray on that area a little bit, like that, and then just merge it with the rest of your hair. And if you also want to show a little more details, you can do something like this, and then just probably spray that in place, right? Okay, so that side's already frozen. So what you end up with is this kind of messy but kind of neat, kind of tita, but at the same time, because of the sticking out in the bun, it becomes young girl kind of look. So inspired by Priyanka Chopra-Jonas. I hope you guys like this Get the Look video, and hope to see you again in the next one.